Here's the answer to question 4H. So I want to solve this equation here. So I look at this and think, right, I've got two equations now. So that means I'm talking about two straight line equations that meet at a particular coordinate point. Okay, and that's the coordinate point I want to solve. So I need to solve that and find the x value and the y value where they meet. Alright, so that's what it is that I'm trying to find. So there are two methods that we can use. We can either use substitution or we can use elimination. For this particular example, I'm going to choose to use the substitution method, and the reason for that is one of my equations is already in the form variable equals stuff. So when it's in that form, that makes it easy for me to do a substitution. Alright, so I'm going to call this equation 1 and this one equation 2. And what I am now going to do is I am going to substitute equation 1 into the second equation. So I'm going to write down my second equation, x plus 3y equals 10. And now in place of the y, I'm going to replace that y with something that's equal to y, which is 2x plus 1. So I'm going to get x plus 3 times 2x plus 1 is equal to 10. So I've just done that substitution. Now what I want to do is I want to do some simplifying. So I can look at that and go, oh, there's a bracket there. I better expand that bracket out so I can solve it. So that's my next step. So I'm going to leave x there. 3 times 2x is 6x, and 3 times 3 is 3, and that's equal to 10. So now simplify, x plus 6x, that's 7x. I'm going to leave my 10 where it is, and I'm going to take the 3 to the other side, so it becomes minus 3. So that's going to give me 7x equals 7. Now I need to get rid of the 7 in front of the x so that I can get x by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7, and that's going to give me x equals 1. So I have now just found x equals 1. I've found the x coordinate at that point. Alright, I haven't yet found the y coordinate, so that's my next step. So now what I want to do is I'm going to substitute x equals 1 into, and I can choose either equation 1 or equation 2. I'm going to choose to do equation 1 simply because it's already in the form y equals, which is what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find that y value. So that means I am going to replace the value of x in this formula with the number 1. So that's going to give me y equals 2 times 1 plus 1. Now 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So I have now just found my y coordinate for the point where these two lines meet. So in terms of writing my final answer, I need to write that as that coordinate xy is equal to 1, 3. And that's what I need to see as my final solution.